What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and I just finished up watching Mark Magsayo versus Julio Ceja, and this was a 12-rounder for the WBC featherweight world title eliminator, and this fight was Saturday, August 21st from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and this fight was broadcasted on Fox pay-per-view, and in this fight, Mark Magsayo was able to get a scintillating 10th round knockout victory over Julio Ceja. I had the bout scored 85 to 84 in favor of Julio Ceja. And let me just say this first. This was an outstanding fight. And just to break it down, in the first round, Mark Magsayo caught Julio Ceja cold with a beautiful left hook right on the chin, sent him down. Ceja did get right back up, but that was a beautiful, perfectly placed shot from Magsayo that sent Ceja down. But then from rounds 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I gave them all to Ceja. He was just breaking Magsayo down to the body, and in that fifth round, Magsayo got dropped. He was hurt to the body originally. Magsayo was just running around the ring trying to get away from Ceja's body attack, and Ceja hurt him to the body, made him buckle his legs, and then whilst Magsayo was hurt to the body, Ceja played a really smart trap for Magsayo, where he was digging to the body. Then when Magsayo was hurt to the body, he stuck a beautiful left hook right to it was sort of a mix of to the jaw and to the chin of Mark Magsayo, and it sent him down. And that was the second time Magsayo has ever been down in his career. Magsayo got right back up, but still, he was shaken in that round to the body and to the head. And then Mark Magsayo, after a bunch of those rounds that I actually gave to Ceja, I had Ceja winning almost every single round, except that first round where he got dropped. And up until, I believe, in like round 7, where Magsayo started to box Ceja. He started to counter him on the outside, started to use his footwork, started to really outland him in those rounds, because on the punch stats, according to CompuBox, Ceja was ahead leading up to like the 7th round, up until Magsayo started to really outbox him. He was countering him on the outside, and it was much better than how he was doing in like the first couple rounds after he scored the knockdown. He was really just trying to trade with Ceja, and that was not the key plan. He was just getting outlanded, outboxed, and he was really getting countered and hurt to the body. And when he started to box Ceja, it sort of confused Ceja. And then in that 10th round, after some beautiful boxing, he caught Ceja with a beautiful right hand, then followed up with 2 double straight rights to the chin that sent Ceja down and out cold. I mean, this was an outstanding knockout, could be knockout of the month at this point. Great knockout for Mark Magsayo, and definitely the best win of his career so far, and that's by far. I mean, Magsayo was coming off a split decision over Rigoberto Hermosillo, and now he's beating former interim champion world title challenger Julio Ceja by knockout. And what a knockout, as I mentioned before. But what is next for Mark Magsayo after this tremendous victory here? I think he's going to face Gary Russell Jr. for the WBC featherweight title, if not fight somebody high-ranked in the WBC for an interim title. But I think that he will face Gary Russell Jr. because Gary Russell Jr. doesn't fight that much. He hasn't fought since his Nyambayar fight. So I believe that his next fight could be in the next couple months against Magsayo, who did just win this WBC featherweight eliminator. And what is next for Julio Ceja? I don't really know any exact opponents he could face. I don't think he's going to retire at all. I mean, he's 28 years old. And I heard the commentators really talking about Ceja like he's like a 35-year-old veteran. But he's only 28 years old. He's still got a lot left. I believe this is his 5th loss, but still he's a great fighter, and he was moving up in weight for this one. He normally fights at 122, came up to 126, gave a big featherweight a great test, and dropped him and made it an outstanding fight. What a fight this was, but I think he's going to fight on a PBC undercard against a lower level opponent to get his confidence built back up before he challenges some top 15, maybe even top 10 guys at 122. I don't really see him campaigning more at 126. He might, just because it's hard for him to make weight at 122. I could see him fighting full-fledged at 126 in a couple of years, but his next fight could be at 126 against a lower level opponent, but I wouldn't bet that he'll be facing higher ranked guys at 126 in the near future. But yeah, great performance from Mark Magsayo. So overall, Mark Magsayo knocks out Julio Ceja in the 10th round after being dropped and scoring a knockdown in the first round to win the WBC featherweight world title eliminator. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.